Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking all things under $10. Yes, that's right, super affordable drugstore skincare. You guys often reach out to me and say, if you're on a little bit of a budget, are there any cleansers, any exfoliators that you can incorporate that aren't going to cost the earth? Well, I'm going to break it down by every single step in your skincare routine, and I'm going to bring you the most amazing yet affordable under $10 products out there. You guys know, if you've watched this channel before, I am drugstore to my core. I don't think skincare needs to cost the earth. It doesn't need to have a luxury price tag to be effective, and I'm going to demonstrate it by sharing my favorite products in this video today. I'm not going to be able to mention every product out there, so if you have a favourite drugstore under $10 product which hasn't got mentioned in this video, leave me a comment below because I would love to hear it. Without further ado, let's get straight into it and start where we need to start, at the cleansing stage of your skincare routine. Now, before you all, and I know what you're going to do, those of you that watched the channel before are all sat there going, oh, the oat cleansing balm. Well, yes, the oat cleansing balm is going to be my #1 favourite cleanser under $10. I am not apologising for it. This is a product I go on and on and on about on this channel. I adore it. I discovered this product and I've never looked back. It's beautiful, it's hydrating, it doesn't strip the skin, it's calming, it's soothing. It's £9 here in the UK, $10 in the US. What's not to love? Cruelty-free, fragrance-free, colorant-free. Ding, 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 straight off the bat. Beautiful, beautiful product. It's been my go-to cleanser for ages. I just think it's really, really nice. I keep it in the fridge to avoid it going too goopy because it can do if it warms up too much. Other than that, it's a flawless product. So we're starting with an amazing product, and if you haven't tried this, it's now back in stock, so definitely check it out. I've left a link to all the products mentioned today below, so check them out. If you are interested in any of them or want to read up more information about them, click on the links below. In a similar vein from another drugstore product line that I love, The Ordinary, one of my absolute favourite holy grail skincare product lines. I love them, and I love their Squalane cleanser. £6 here in the UK, $8 in the US. Absolutely beautiful. Goes on like a gorgeous oil. It's fantastic if you want to do a facial massage, and then you add water to it, it emulsifies and disappears without a trace. This was my go-to cleanser for ages before, I cheated and then I went to the Inkey List and never looked back. But it is really good. It's a little bit cheaper than the Inkey List, so if you are on a budget, this is a really effective and affordable cleanser. And it's another one, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, colorant-free. Absolutely love it. Fantastic cleansers. Now, away from The Ordinary and the Inkey List, which I've done my best to not include too many from them. You know I love both brands, but we've kind of talked about them on this channel enough. I'm gonna try and look at other brands. So, a brand which I don't think I've ever mentioned on this channel, mainly because I don't like a lot of their products, but this is the exception. That's Clinique, which is Take the Day Off Balm. This is a gorgeous cleansing balm that comes in a little tub. It's really easy to transport. A little goes a long way, so you don't need much. They do two sizes. The larger one is like $25. The smaller one is $10, which is why it's included in this list. But that little $10 pot will last for ages. I tend not to double cleanse every single night. My skin doesn't need it. I don't wear a lot of heavy SPF or makeup during the day. If I do, or switch up, or I feel like my skin does just need that extra cleanse, this is one of the ones that I will reach for. It is beautiful. It smells divine, even though the scent is all natural. It's just a really nice blend of oils which come together. Again, you warm it up in your hand, apply it to the face, rinse it down the sink, and it leaves you hydrated and your skin is never stripped when you use this, which I think is a key thing you should look out for in a cleanser. Now, if you are looking for a gorgeous gel cleanser under $10, my go-to is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Gel Cleanser. I've loved this for so long, and it's like £6 here in the UK, $8 in the US. It's absolutely stunning. It's slightly fragrant, so I will just call that out if that's something that you're concerned with and you're trying to cut out in your skincare, but the scent is beautiful. It's invigorating, it wakes you up in the morning, it's really nice. It gets rid of all that excess oil in your skin without stripping it, which is really good. I think it might be a little bit too drying for anyone with a drier skin type, but for anyone like myself that's oily and acneic, it deals with all that excess oil and leaves your skin feeling hydrated, yet gorgeous and not too greasy. The perfect base to then start the rest of your skincare. Now finally, and you're going to probably say, there's quite a lot of cleansers we're doing here. I only recently got into cleansing in a big way. I've always done it. You need to cleanse. I've always said you need to cleanse, but I've only really started enjoying it as a step in my skincare routine in the last year. I just love how calming and soothing, and it's part of that self-care routine, and almost just having 60 seconds in the day where you have nothing to think about. You can just get on and enjoy yourself. I really am into cleansing, which is why there's quite a few cleansers mentioned. And another that I really love is the Burt's Bees Soap, Bark and Chamomile Soothing Cleanser. I love this. It's a cream cleanser. It's suitable for people with dry skin. I find it a little bit too rich for my skin type, which is why I gave it away to some friends that have drier skin, and they absolutely love it. This is hydrating. It's rich. It's gorgeous. It gets a light foam because it's got that natural soap bark, which will give a natural surfactant quality to it, but it won't strip the skin like SLS will. Absolutely fantastic product, and one that I fully recommend. Burt's Bees are cruelty free, which is great, and I just love their brand. I haven't tried a whole range of their products, which is why you don't see it featured on the channel that often, but they're a beautiful brand, beautifully priced, cruelty free, and I absolutely love this cleanser. Now, following on seamlessly from the cleansing step onto exfoliation. Some people like to do a weekly exfoliation, others like to do a daily exfoliation. I tend to go for daily exfoliants because I think you get better results and your skin can then become accustomed to the products, which means you don't get as much sensitivity or potential irritation from them. My go-to daily exfoliator is the glycolic acid 7% toning solution by The Ordinary. You knew it was coming, but honestly, there's nothing on the market that is better. Glycolic acid is stunning as a really good surface level exfoliant. I did a whole video on glycolic acid, which I'll link up there if you want to know more about it, but coming in at £7, you can't argue with that price point. It's gone to $10 in the US, and I just love it. What I think sets this apart from some other glycolic acid exfoliators on the market is it's got loads of humectants in, which means it's going to hydrate and offset some of the dryness you can get from using an alpha hydroxy acid, which is why I just fell in love with it the first time I used it, and I've been using it on and off now for 3 years. I just never think it's going to leave my side. I love it. The price point's gorgeous, and you get enough product to last about a month and a half, so it's actually really economical if you are on a budget. Absolutely sensational. If you want something a little bit more gentler, a little less invasive in terms of exfoliation, then PHA's polyhydroxy acids are fantastic. They have a huge molecule size, so they won't cause any irritation or sensitivity like AHA's can, and my go-to has to be the Inkey List PHA toner. This is stunning. £7 here in the UK, $9 in the US, really good price point. Apply it with a cotton round, though you can apply it with your fingertips if you're trying to cut back on the amount of cotton rounds you use. And you will just get, over time, if you use it every single day, a really good exfoliation. You'll see those top layers of dead skin cells melt away and that gorgeous glowing skin underneath emerge. As with all Inkey List products, you've got the cruelty-free, the colorant-free and the fragrance-free elements to it. So it's suitable for just all skin types, but specifically the sensitive and the driest amongst us. I think will really enjoy this product. In terms of other exfoliators out there are some fantastic under $10. You know, you go to The Ordinary, you could get the lactic acid, you could definitely look for the mandelic acid, which is great. All of these are fantastic, but I called out the PHA and the 7% toning solution just as my two absolute favourites. If you want to mix it up, just as I'm going to throw a curveball in there, if you do want to mix it up and try something in the realms of a manual exfoliation, I don't like manual exfoliants because I find we scrub too hard and they can do more damage than they do good. However, using a muslin cloth can be a really good way of getting your cleanser off and getting a little bit of an extra cleanse and a really light exfoliation. I have been using, when I feel I need to, the Face Theory Organic Cotton Exfoliating Muslin Face Cloths. £4 for two. They're reusable, so if you're worried about, you know, environmental sustainability and not constantly throwing out cotton round after cotton round, this is a really good option. £4 is super affordable. You can wash them, they stay clean, they're easy to dry because they're quite thin, and that light coarse texture just gives a very light buffering to the skin, and I think it's a really good option for people that want a manual exfoliation or to cut down on the amount of cotton rounds that they're using in their skincare routine. Now, segueing onto serums, and there's so many to choose from. I look back to like 2 years ago where you could barely get any serums that were in the $30 to $40 price category. That was so much money for some people, particularly if you want to use multiple serums in your routine, and so you were forced to choose between the types of actives that you wanted in your routine. You couldn't have them all because you couldn't afford to at those prices. However, along came some brands and they delivered really affordable, drugstore sub $10 serums, which means you can mix and match and just layer your skincare to get the best results for you, what your skin's demanding at the time. My number one favorite all time under $10 serum is the Q10 serum by the Inkey List. This is an antioxidant powerhouse. Q10 is fantastic as it's the energy that your cells need to regenerate and repair themselves, but it's also a powerful antioxidant. I don't think we talk about coenzyme Q10, whatever you want to call it, enough. Definitely need this in your life if you're looking for a little bit of hydration as well as an antioxidant powerhouse. I love this. It's like $5.99 here in the UK, $7. There is nothing wrong with this product. I can't think, it's 10 out of 10. I actually cannot think of a negative. It goes on beautifully, it layers with other products, and it's just a fantastic, affordable antioxidant. Often people do come to me and say, I don't think, antioxidants can be expensive. I don't think I can afford them in my skincare routine. What should I do? Reach for this. It's a super strength antioxidant. It's hydrating at the same time, so you don't need to use a hyaluronic acid as well, so you can save a step, and it's a beautiful, beautiful product. I love it. If you're looking for a vitamin C, something that's going to give you that glow as well as an antioxidant quality to it, I go for the Kate Blanc Cosmetics Vitamin C Serum. I love this. You've got your 20% vitamin C, which is a really good mid-strength vitamin C to deliver that brightness that we all crave. It's also got hyaluronic acid in there, so you don't need a separate hyaluronic step, which will save you a little bit of extra money. It's got green tea in, which is a great antioxidant and soothing qualities that come with it. And it's got vitamin E. Vitamin E is another amazing humectant and antioxidant. This is just a really good serum that I think I've ever heard people talk about. I discovered it because it was available on Amazon, and I put one on order thinking, let's try it. I fell in love. It's a really nice vitamin C serum, and it comes in at $9. So for all of that, you can cut out your hyaluronic acid. You don't need another vitamin C in your life, and it's got antioxidants in there as well. So it's kind of a 3-in-1 beautiful serum. I recommend you check it out if you want to look for something that incorporates more than one active in a serum and is still under $10. I mean, this is a no-brainer. Definitely check it out. Another brand which I reviewed quite recently, and I was genuinely surprised at how much I liked them because I was prepared to just call them copycat and write them off, was Revolution Skincare. They often get a bad rep for copying some of the Ordinary's formulas and doing it for like 50p cheaper, so it's fractionally cheaper. However, some of their formulations are really good, and another serum I love from them is the Blemish and Pore Refining Serum. It's a niacinamide and zinc serum, similar to the Ordinary's one, but I just prefer the consistency. I think it's got a more like gel-like consistency to it, and it layers really well. Again, £6 here in the UK, $8 in the US, so it's a really good option if you've got enlarged pores and you want to incorporate a niacinamide to help reduce and shrink the size of the pore over time. This is a really good option. The zinc will also help to absorb any excess oil and keep you matte during the day. So really, as a no-brainer for someone with oily and blemish-prone skin like myself, this is a really good option. Finally, and no video would be complete without the serum. If I had to take my desert island serum, one serum is all I could take. I would take the Giraline solution by The Ordinary. I go on about this all the time. Botox in a bottle, they call it, and it genuinely delivers. I've been using this for coming up to a year now, and I've seen such a reduction in my fine lines and wrinkles. It just helps to suppress the muscle movement in those dynamic fine lines that you get. We're talking crow's feet, laughter lines, and the forehead wrinkles. It's a fantastic option. It's in the UK, it's £7, $9. Absolutely fantastic, and I think it's an unsung hero that doesn't get the love it deserves, so I'm calling it out again on this channel. Reach for it if you haven't already, because it's a genuinely affordable Botox alternative. You know, you're not going to get the complete freezing that you get with Botox, but I don't like that look anyway. This over time will just lessen the severity and the appearance of those fine lines and wrinkles and give you a more youthful, gorgeous complexion. Who doesn't want that? Azuraline is your friend, and The Ordinary have delivered a fantastic product here. Now, finally, we're going to come on to retinols. A lot of you guys are going to say, well, what about SPF? What about moisturiser? I actually don't think I need to include moisturisers in this because drugstore moisturisers are amazing. All moisturising does is cap everything off that you've done and lock it all in place and give us surface hydration. You know, reach for the Ordinary natural moisturising factors with hyaluronic acid or any drugstore moisturiser will do. Just choose one that you like and works well with your skin. I don't think it needs a video telling you. Most of those are under $10 anyway. Similar with SPFs, I don't want to I don't think SPFs, you need to look at the price. You need to look at the best product, the strength that you need, and something that works with your skin type. I think of all of the steps in your skincare routine, SPF is where it's at if you're going to spend a little extra money. I don't think you should scrimp on an SPF, and I think you should be prepared to pay a little bit extra for a better quality SPF. That's just my take. If you want to disagree with me, leave me a comment below and share any affordable SPFs that you've enjoyed. I did a whole video on drugstore SPFs with, I can't even get my words out, SPFs, which I'll link up there. Check that out if you do want some affordable alternatives to some of the higher priced SPFs. I love the ones that I recommended in that, and I stand by them still, so check that video out. The last step we're talking about today is retinols. Retinols can be really difficult to find an alternative, a really affordable alternative to some of the ones on the market. Usually I'd reach for the Ordinary, but their retinols are rubbish. They don't layer, and I just don't like them. I've said that time and time again, and nothing's ever changed. You can add them to moisturizers, which makes them more easily absorbed, but for me, I look elsewhere when I'm talking about my retinols, and it can be difficult to find an affordable retinol. However, never fear, as I have 3 amazing under $10 retinols for you to try. Number 1 has to be the Inkey List retinol. It's amazing. It's under $10. I reach for this I'm on adapalene at the moment, so I do one day adapalene, then I have a night off from that and use the Inkey List retinol, so I'm still getting a retinol hit, but because it's an encapsulated form of retinol, you're not getting all of that irritation, that redness, that peeling. So it's a really nice mid-strength retinol for people that don't want the retinol uglies and the downtime that can come with using a retinol. I adore it. It's always going to be a firm favourite of mine, and I fully recommend you check it out if you haven't. In a similar vein, unfortunately this is only available in the UK, but it's still worth a call out. This is the Boots Ingredients bakuchiol. Bakuchiol is a retinol alternative, so you get, well, scientific studies have shown you get the effects of retinol, but without all the downtime and the irritation. You do need to use it twice a day, not once a day, so bear that in mind. I think that's often something that gets missed. These studies showed it to be equally as effective when used twice a day. So use it morning and evening, and this is £5 here in the UK. Gorgeous product. I love the Boots Ingredients range. Actually, they do a glycolic, a salicylic, all of them really good, but the bakuchiol is the standout. I did a whole video on bakuchiol, which I'll link there if you do want to explore it more as a product. Really, really good addition to the skincare routine. For those that don't want to go through all the side effects, the redness, the uglies that come with retinol, bakuchiol is a really natural alternative. Fully recommend you check it out, but the Boots Ingredients is the standout bakuchiol for me. Finally, a Revolution Skincare. Again, they featured earlier and they're featuring again. This is their 0.5% retinol and rosehip oil. This is the dream retinol for anybody who has dry skin. Retinol will help to balance the oil levels in the skin and can be quite drying. So for people with dry skin already, they think, firm pass, I don't want to go there. However, if you can get it in an oil formulation, the oil is going to hydrate at the same time that the retinol dries, so it just helps to balance out some of those side effects. And this Revolution 0.5% retinol is great. 0.5% is mid-strength retinol, so you're not going to get some of the supercharged side effects, but you're going to get some really good results from this. And I love the fact it's in rosehip oil, which is calming and hydrating. It's a beautiful product, and definitely a great retinol option for people who have drier skin. Can be a little bit comedogenic, rosehip oil, so I wouldn't recommend it for people who have oily skin, but for the dry amongst us, this could be your new friend. Now, I'm going to draw the video to a close here, but I'm going to give one honourable mention, a product which I absolutely love, and this comes from Cult Beauty. I have searched for time and time again for a reusable cotton rounds. I think they're quite expensive if you're constantly buying pack after pack of the cotton rounds, and also you're flushing them down the toilet or throwing them in the bin. It's quite wasteful and it has an impact on the environment, so I've searched high and low for reusable cotton rounds I actually really like the feel of. I want them to be just as soft as cotton on my skin, but because they often are made of bamboo, because it's more durable, lasts longer, I've just not really enjoyed them to the same extent until I found this. And it was on Cult Beauty. It's their own brand, and this is the Cult Beauty Bamboo Reusable Rounds. I love these. I fell in love with them, and they wash really well, so you can genuinely reuse them time and time again. One packet is £9. I think you get 6 in a packet. And now that might seem quite a lot, but they last you way in excess of what you would get out of £9 worth of cotton rounds. So overall, you're investing to save money later. And I think it's an environmental investment because you're not going to be polluting with all those constant cotton rounds going into landfill. But equally, you're investing for yourself because overall, it will work out cheaper in the long run if you use them as you're supposed to. So I'm giving an honourable mention for that for people that want to save a little coin in the long run, might want to switch to these. I was really impressed, and I haven't found, before I discovered these, a reusable cotton round equivalent which I actually enjoyed. So there you have it, guys. You could do a full skincare routine just using these recommendations, and one step would not cost you more than $10. I just hope in this video we've proved that skincare doesn't have to be too expensive. I hope I've introduced you to a few new skincare brands or products that you might want to try. I've left links for all of them if you do want to research them a little bit more, read up on the ingredients or purchase any of them, click on those below. And if you like this style of video, give it a thumbs up, because that'll tell me and YouTube that you like this style of video, and love you forever. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.